Gaurav Bhatia, can we only answer just one question on center stage tonight? Will Mulayam be the prime ministerial candidate of this third front or Jayalalitha? How will you decide this? On a wrestling bout, walking in the garden? How will this decision be taken? Gaurav Bhatia.
Rahul, by making that comment, I think you are underestimating the experience of these leaders, their capacity to think about the nation and not themselves. I think all these leaders who have enjoyed stature in national politics have been saying that it is important, and especially for the Samajwadi Party, that we do well in our state. And our leader, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, has been repeating this, that the cadre should go out and get the maximum number of seats. And after we have won the seats in the state, then the question of coupling together federal, after that choosing a leader emerges. It is premature right now to talk about the prime ministerial candidate. I think we should be looking at one, stability of this federal front.
Surely, with just about 100 days to go, the federal front should have emerged by now. If it is a workable reality, it should have emerged by now. That's not happened. Sunil Alagh, the point that's being made is
absolutely not.
You are
Please understand, it would all depend. It would all depend on the number of seats a particular party would get in the general.
So it's a show of strength. You can walk in the park, you can go into a wrestling ring. It's about who's got more MPs. Sunil Alagh, the point that's being made is that you're underestimating the experience of the leadership. They've done a great job in the state, and I don't think you can take that away from Naveen Patnaik. Even Jayalalitha is doing a decent job. Now the point is, if they've done well in the state, why can't they come together with a common minimum program? Why can't they come together with a common minimum program like the Samajwadi Party is suggesting tonight?
Can I just make one simple point? So far they've not demonstrated any action of theirs which is of national interest. When the Prime Minister was to go to Sri Lanka for the Chogam conference, Jayalalitha put a stop to it. Was she thinking of Tamil Nadu or was she thinking of India? So I do not agree with, first and foremost, that any of these leaders, other than perhaps Mr. Patnaik or even Mamta to some extent, have shown the national fervor or this. And I want to tell Derek, I'm not minimizing the importance of Mamta or Mr. Patnaik in their respective states. They are more like, as far as I'm concerned, look at the philosophy that is being demonstrated by all of them. Look at the way they are operating in their states. It means a 180 degrees turn for them to say, all right, now I'm now going to be part of the nation and I'm going to forget about all this. They're going to get elected on the basis that I'm looking after Tamil Nadu. They're looking after Tamil Elam. 1 second. I'm just 1 second. Let me finish. Yeah, I didn't disturb you. Yeah, let me just finish for a minute. And then after that it's all yours. Look, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's more like saying, look, I hate using this word. Y'all are waiting for either Congress or BJP to die. And then you're waiting to come and pick up on the carcass and say 2 months before the elections, we are going to form a third front. If there was so much of unity in the last 6 months, something should have emerged by now.
That's an important point.
1.5 months before,
Pawan Verma must respond.
One last point. You will arrive with an LCD, which is the lowest common denominator. Is that what India needs? In this, we will have nothing else. We'll come to the lowest common denominator, pick that leader, pick that policy and move forward. That's what is going to happen in this.
Pawan Verma, if there was cohesion, the third front would have emerged by now. It hasn't. Only 100 days are to go. And the only way
Rahul,
these numbers, here my question, sir, here my submission to you. The only way these numbers stack up is if you bring together parties that cannot be together. The SP and the BSP in Uttar Pradesh, the left and the Trinamool in Bengal. Only then can this third front or alternate front be more than the Congress and the BJP, otherwise it doesn't happen. But the reality is SP and BSP can't be together, left and Trinamool cannot be together. So this is actually just a pipe dream. Pawan Verma.
Rahul, just 1 or 2 points because you have number of panelists.
That's because it's a third front discussion. That's why I wanted to make that point. The reason we've got more panelists is because it's a third front discussion. There's so many of you.
It's not as if the NDA and the Congress were 3-member coalitions. So let's be fair on this panel. Secondly, I'm a little amused at the condescension being shown towards leaders who have repeatedly been elected by millions of people in states much larger than Gujarat and have had experience at the center and the state and the experience of being part of running coalitions. So I am a little amused at this condescension being shown, and especially by you, Rahul, the anchor. So
humbly, I am only asking questions. I have too the right to be heard.
No, because you know, whether will you have a wrestling match or go into a garden.
I am wondering, I haven't heard any other formulation, so I suggested one.
No, discussions, let's take them a little more seriously, Rahul. Third point is, I think you are jumping the gun a little. We are faced with a compulsion, Rahul. Congress vote base has shrunk where it will be nowhere close to a majority. The BJP has chosen a path where it has abdicated from the possibility of forming a government because it will be short of numbers and short of allies. There is a sea change from the earlier days when there was a political adolescence in non-Congress, non-BJP forces to a time when there are confident leaders who have demonstrated good governance and mass support in different parts of the country. Of course there will be teething problems. And of course they must move from a question of resolve towards ideology and a common minimum program, which I believe should include inclusive government, better center-state relations, certainly secularism.
There are 100 days to go.
Governance.
If this common minimum program were to be formulated, surely it could have been done by now. That hasn't happened. Veer Sanghvi wants to respond to what Pawan Verma said.
Rahul.
Just one by one. Veer Sanghvi wants to make a point, then Derek O'Brien. Veer Sanghvi.
Everybody in the third front always says, why are you condescending to our leaders? They're great leaders. I have no problem with that. I have the utmost respect for, say, Naveen Patnaik, Nitish Kumar. Not so sure about many of the others. But the reason everybody is suspicious of leadership is because of history. No non-Congress, non-BJP Prime Minister has ever lasted India for much more than a year. Look at VP Singh. Didn't last. Let's go all the way back. Let's go to Morarji Desai, knifed by Charan Singh, his own ally. Let's go to VP Singh, knifed by Devi Lal, his deputy prime minister. Chandrasekhar then takes over. Let's go to Deve Gowda, knifed and thrown overboard by his entire party. Mupna, the obvious successor, knifed. Inder Gujral put in, knifed again. The history of these guys is of knifing each other. Why on earth will it change now?
Why will it change now? What gives Derek O'Brien any hope that this disparate front can come together and people won't be out with knives, Mr. O'Brien?
Yeah, I think I'll use a line from Pawan Bansal to first respond to Veer. I think all of the history which Veer gave is absolutely right, but I think that was may have been the adolescence of coalition governments in India. It's been a while since then, and there's no reason to believe that from adolescence of the 70s and the 80s, India hasn't grown up, or even the 90s. One. Two, Jai Panda made a very interesting point in his last interjection. He clarified today's meeting. Very interesting. Today's meeting, if I understood what Jai said, was for flow coordination in the next 20 days in Parliament. It was not the setting up, as some of the left members want to believe, it's a pre-election coalition. The Trinamool Congress is very clear that we are not fighting this election in a coalition. We believe that there are many parties across the country who believe in three things. They want to fight corruption, they want to fight dynasty, and they want to fight the riots of communal riots. So I think there are lots of people together.
You're again trying to turf the left out. I can see what Derek O'Brien is trying to do. He wants the left out. You're saying the left is getting carried away.